1. Characters, expanding the ensemble. The strength of the Oloris heroes will unite lies in its carefully curated team of heroes whose individuality reflects the diversity of African cultures, philosophies, and mythologies. Let's dive deeper into each key figure and their significance. Malika, Warrior Queen. Malika is the anchor of the story and the embodiment of leadership, courage, and vision. Her character serves as a bridge between history and fantasy, showing how historical African leaders can inspire modern heroes. Her story, originating in Malika, Warrior Queen, is heavily influenced by real African monarchs like Queen Amina of Zoso and Zinga of Ndongo and Matamba. In the Oloris, Malika grapples with the challenge of uniting vastly different personalities, kingdoms, and ideologies. This struggle parallels real-world efforts to foster Pan-African unity, highlighting the difficulties of coalition building while showcasing the rewards of cooperation. E.X.O, Wale Williams. Wale Williams represents the intersection of African futurism and technological innovation. As the first hero introduced in the YouNeek YouNiverse, E.X.O, the legend of Wale Williams, his journey from a reluctant hero to a symbol of hope mirrors the struggles of many young Africans trying to balance tradition and modernity. In the Oloris, E.X.O brings his advanced armor and tech-savvy skills to the team, symbolizing Africa's potential as a hub for innovation and science. His personal conflicts, dealing with the legacy of his late father and his sense of duty, add emotional depth to the action-packed narrative. WindMaker, King Base. WindMaker, a mystical hero connected to the element of wind, represents Africa's spiritual and environmental heritage. His connection to the Atalian kingdom ties him to themes of governance and stewardship, emphasizing the responsibility of leaders to protect their lands and people. His ability to manipulate wind is symbolic of adaptability and change, reflecting the need for African societies to evolve while staying rooted in their traditions. Fury, Iriti. Fury is a representation of Africa's rich spiritual traditions. Her abilities are tied to ancient deities, and her intense personality reflects the ferocity and determination of warriors from African folklore. Fury's backstory, explored in earlier comics, reveals her struggle with the burden of wielding godlike powers while staying connected to her humanity. Her role in the Oloris adds a spiritual and emotional layer to the team, providing a counterbalance to the tech-heavy presence of E.X.O. Supporting characters and villains. The supporting cast and villains in the Oloris serve as extensions of the world's rich lore. The anarchist villain who unleashes the dreads is more than just a threat, he is a symbol of external forces exploiting Africa for their own gain. His motives and methods challenge the heroes to think beyond brute strength and address the root causes of their struggle. The dreads, dominant robotic exoskeletal drones, themselves represent a fusion of extraterrestrial and colonial imagery, blending science fiction with historical allegories of resource extraction and invasion. 2. The world building of the Oloris. One of the standout features of the Oloris is its detailed and immersive world building. YouNeek Studios has meticulously crafted the YouNeek YouNiverse, drawing inspiration from African geography, history, and culture to create a universe that feels both fantastical and authentic. Historical and mythological foundations. Each region and character in the YouNeek YouNiverse is inspired by real African history and mythology. From the grandeur of Malika's Aza's empire to the futuristic skyline of Lagos in E.X.O's world, the settings reflect the diversity of Africa's past, present, and imagined future. The inclusion of mythological elements, such as Fury's connection to deities and WindMaker's elemental powers, adds a layer of depth that connects the fantastical elements to Africa's rich oral traditions and spiritual beliefs. Blending sci-fi and fantasy. While Western superhero narratives often separate science fiction and fantasy, the Oloris seamlessly integrates the two. Advanced technology, as seen in E.X.O and the Dreads, coexists with mystical powers, as embodied by Fury and WindMaker, reflecting the duality of Africa as a continent that embraces both innovation and tradition. 3. Themes and allegories. At its core, the Oloris is more than just an action-packed superhero story. It serves as a metaphor for Africa's struggles, triumphs, and aspirations. Unity in diversity. The central theme of the Oloris is unity. The heroes, despite their differences in background, ideology, and abilities, must come together to confront a shared threat. This mirrors the real-world challenges of uniting Africa's diverse nations and cultures in pursuit of common goals. Legacy and heritage. Many characters in the Oloris draw strength from their ancestors, mythology, and history. This emphasis on legacy highlights the importance of understanding and preserving cultural heritage while adapting to modern challenges. Overcoming exploitation. The Dreads and their creator symbolize external forces that have historically exploited Africa for resources and labor. By uniting to defeat this threat, the heroes represent Africa's resistance and resilience in the face of such exploitation. 4. Artistic and creative vision. The art style of the Oloris is vibrant, dynamic, and deeply rooted in African aesthetics. Artists Sankanmi Akinboy and Toyin Ajitan Mobi blend traditional African design motifs with contemporary comic book techniques, creating a visual style that is both unique and universally appealing. Key artistic features include character designs. Each hero's design incorporates elements of their cultural background, from Malika's regal armor to E.X.O's futuristic suit. Landscapes. The settings, from bustling cities to lush forests, are meticulously detailed, showcasing the beauty and diversity of African environments. Action sequences. The battles are choreographed to highlight each character's abilities while maintaining a sense of realism and intensity. 5. Comparisons to Avengers and Justice League. While the Oloris draws structural inspiration from team-ups like the Avengers and Justice League, it offers a fresh perspective. Cultural context. Unlike the predominantly Western focus of its counterparts, the Oloris is firmly rooted in African culture, providing a unique lens through which to explore superhero narratives. Character motivations. The heroes in the Oloris are driven not just by personal goals but by a shared commitment to preserving their heritage and protecting their people. Narrative depth. The story's allegorical elements, such as the themes of exploitation and unity, add layers of complexity that resonate beyond the superhero genre. 6. The future of the Oloris. Given its critical and commercial success, the Oloris has the potential to expand into various formats, including sequels and spin-offs, exploring new threats and character arcs within the YouNeek YouNiverse. Film and television. The cinematic quality of the storytelling makes it a strong candidate for animated or live-action adaptations. Merchandising and expanded media. From collectibles to novels, the Oloris could extend its reach into new markets. Conclusion. The Oloris, Heroes Will Unite is a landmark achievement in the world of comics. By combining rich storytelling, diverse characters, and stunning visuals, it not only entertains but also educates and inspires. It's a testament to the power of representation and the importance of telling stories that reflect the complexity and beauty of African culture. Ultimately, the Oloris, Heroes Will Unite is more than a comic book, it's a celebration of African identity and resilience. By combining compelling characters, rich storytelling, and stunning visuals, it stands as a testament to the power of representation and the importance of telling stories that reflect the complexity and beauty of Africa. This is not just a superhero team-up, it's a movement, a call to embrace heritage, unity, and the boundless possibilities of the future.